Hey guys, Lincoln here. Today I want to talk to you about Tattoo Chef, FMCI, and Beyond Meat, and why I don't think the two companies are much alike at all. So this is going to be quick, but it's an important topic to cover before the merger closes, because if people continue to think that Beyond Meat and Tattoo Chef are alike, it's going to negatively serve Tattoo Chef in the long run, because it's going to be compared to something that is not. Beyond Meat is a tech company. Beyond Meat's focus is trying to replace meat and other animal protein sources. So they are not in the same market as Tattoo Chef. Beyond Meat wants to replicate the taste and texture of meat to the best of their ability. So that's where they're going to put most of their resources in the next 5, 10, maybe even 20 years from now. Right? Because that is a very hard goal. That's a very tough mission to go after. And they're going to need all the resources that they can get behind that mission. So they can be thought of as a replacement to the industrial farms that we see today in America that produce all of the meat that is supplied to companies like McDonald's and Burger King's, right? These are the Lopez Foods, the Keystone Foods, the Post Foods, right? These are the suppliers of meat that Beyond Meat is trying to compete with. They aren't in the retail business as of yet, right? They aren't out here making meals for people to eat as of yet. Their focus is on perfecting the taste of meat and the texture of meat that people have come to know and love, so that we can stop producing meat from animals, from cows and pigs and chicken, right? Because that stuff is bad for us and for our environment. So that is Beyond Meat's focus. Again, they are not in the frozen food aisle trying to create meals for people to pop into their oven or into the microwave for you to eat, right? They're not in the business of creating fast food restaurants for people to go in and order meals and order burgers and order all that other stuff. They may be in the retail business, but that's not their focus. That may be the only way right now to get their products out to the masses, to show them that, hey, this is what we're working on, and it can actually work. They supply meat, alternative meat, to restaurants and other partners to test their theory that we can replace meat production. So I see Beyond Meat going on to replace the farms, going on to become the main supplier of meat-like protein in this country and around the world. I don't see them going on to trying to have a huge retail play. They might do that, but that's not the ultimate goal, right? Their ultimate goal is to be ubiquitous for meat. When somebody thinks of meat, they want you to think Beyond Meat. So again, they may want to use retail as an avenue to get their products out there, but they're really focused on actually producing the best product, and then they can figure out which avenues are best to get those products out there. So be it restaurant partnerships, fast food partnerships, even retail, right? Retail is an avenue, but again, that's not their focus. Let's look into what Tattoo Chef is. Tattoo Chef is a company that is pretty much vertically integrated. They have their own supply chain. They create their own meals. They actually think of the meals themselves, create it, and then market it and get it to customers' hands, either through their online presence, and they're in retail chains. They're in Costco, they're in Walmart, they're in Sam's Clubs. They're in all of these grocery stores and retail chains. Their goal is to provide actual meals, a full service to consumers who need plant-based foods, who want plant-based foods. They're not focused on trying to replicate meat, right? That's Beyond Meat's job. That's Impossible Foods' job. That's a hard task, right? That's not what Tattoo Chef wants to do. It would be a foolish thing for them to try to get into, because that requires a lot of capital and a lot of research and development that they, quite frankly, don't have the time to do, because right now they have their hands full trying to scale a family business. This business is pretty young, and right now it's pretty small. They haven't figured out scale yet, right? They're doing pretty well with their private label and their brand label Tattoo Chef, but they've been private this whole time. Now they have to figure out how to make enough money to serve the public market's needs, right? What they have been doing before has been great. It's gotten them this far. They've made lots of money, but now they have to scale that. They have to multiply that to magnitudes, right? 10x, 20x, 100x. That's what the public market is going to expect from them. And the way they do that is by focusing their efforts on providing the best meals, full meals for customers. A full plant-based meal includes protein, includes carbs, includes dessert, right? All of those things, that's what they are focused on doing. They're not focused on perfecting the texture and taste of meat to replicate it in a way that will entice the meat lovers to flip over to plant-based meats. That's Beyond Meat's job. So that brings us to potential partnerships in the future between Tattoo Chef, who just wants to provide the best plant-based meals, full meals to their customers, and Beyond Meat, who just wants to provide the best alternative to animal-sourced meat. So Tattoo Chef's goal, again, is full meals that are plant-based, and Beyond Meat's goal is a plant-based replacement for meats. That is their sole focus, and Tattoo Chef has a sole focus. They don't overlap much, and that provides a opportunity for a partnership. So Tattoo Chef might say, hey, we're doing pretty well with our full meals, our full course meals, but we haven't really got the best meat, right? Our customers are complaining about the flavor and the texture of the meat alternatives that we're using, of the protein that we're using. They aren't quite liking that as much as the other stuff in our meals. So we need to think about a way to provide that great plant-based replacement to the meats that they have come to love, our customers have come to love, so that they will continue to purchase our plant-based meals. So that's where Beyond Meat or Impossible Foods come in, or other plant-based companies that are focusing on creating alternatives to meat. And so Beyond Meat might say, hey, we see you have a problem there of high-quality plant-based meat. We have been focusing on that exact problem for a decade now, so maybe we can help you out. Maybe we can partner up and we can help each other out. We have this great meat, but we need to find the best avenues. We need to find more avenues to get it out to the consumers, right? And on their plates, and mix it up with other meals, not just the burgers, not just the sausage hot dog meals, right? From McDonald's. We want to make our meat alternatives a staple in people's lives, not just when they want to eat junk food like burgers and hot dogs and all that other stuff that are not great for you. We want to make our plant-based meat alternatives a part of their lives, a part of their everyday lives. And that's where you come in, Tattoo Chef, because you already are focusing on that. You have the customers who are eating your meals. What if we partnered and you took our meats and you put it into your meals and you solve your problem of providing a high quality meat alternative to your customers, and we get in return a cut of the sales or just a flat licensing fee, and we both succeed together. This is how I see Tattooed Chef and Beyond Meat working together in the future. Again, they're not in the same space. Of course, they're both working on plant-based foods, but comparing the two would be like comparing water and milk. Sure, they're both liquids. Sure, you can drink them, but they both provide two different services. They both have two different goals, right? Water provides basics that you need to keep your body functioning. Our bodies run on water. We need that. And then milk, on the other hand, provides more nutrients. Its goal is to provide you calcium and other nutrients that come from the earth. They have different goals, water and milk. They're not competitors. The same can be said about the industrial farms and McDonald's. Sure, they're both providing customers food, but they're doing it in two different ways. The farm produces the food and hands it off to McDonald's to actually get it to the door of the customer, to get it to the plate of the customer. It's the same idea with Tattooed Chef and Beyond Meat. You can think of Beyond Meat as the farm in this example, and Tattooed Chef as the McDonald's. Tattooed Chef could go on to run a retail chain if they want to, because they are vertically integrated. If they really wanted to, once they figured out all of the meals that they want to produce, a good amount that could create a worthwhile menu, then they could probably go on and become the next McDonald's if they wanted to. Beyond Meat's not even thinking about that, because all they're doing is producing the meat alternative, right? You can't put that on the menu, people can't come into your restaurant and order raw meat and eat it on the plate, right? Beyond Meat will provide that meat alternative to someone like Tattoo Chef and say, hey, put this on the plate of the customer and pay me a piece of the sale for it. It's a win-win situation. So again, just to be very clear, Tattoo Chef and Beyond Meat are both in the plant-based foods sector, right? That's what they are. That's what they're both working on. But that doesn't mean that they are competitors. It would be a shame to have Tattoo Chef try to compete with Beyond Meat's appeal on the public market, because Beyond Meat is a tech company. They're going to have the hype. They're going to have all of the fandom because they're tech of the future, right? Sure, FMCI, Tattoo Chef might have some tech in their system and innovation, but their job and their focus is on creating great plant-based meals for customers to enjoy, right? They're not producing the next meat alternative. So I hope I've clarified the comparisons between Tattooed Chef and Beyond Meat and dispelled those comparisons. I invest in both companies. I have 1,000 shares of Tattooed Chef and I have 40 shares of Beyond Meat, about $5,000 in Beyond Meat and about $15,000 in Tattooed Chef. So I love both companies. I believe strongly in both companies. I'm very bullish on them long term. I just want to make sure that people aren't erroneously comparing the two because they're not very much alike. So when people ask me about investing in the two and whether or not to invest in Beyond Meat or in Tattoo Chef FMCI, I say why not both? They're both great companies. They're both working on problems of the future. I'm invested in both, and it makes sense to. They're not competitors. They're going to have opportunities to partner up in the future against the likes of industrial farm industry leaders and the McDonald's of the world. So thank you for watching this video, and I hope that has been clarifying for you. And if you enjoyed it and learned something, please like and share this video and subscribe to this channel for more content like this, and hit the notification bell to know the minute that I publish a new video in the future. I cover the stock market and how to invest for the future with the bull mentality. The bull mentality is what we advocate on this channel, right? It's as simple as knowing what you invest in, understanding what you invest in, believing in what you invest in, and holding your investments for the long term to create wealth for you and your loved ones in the future. That is how you succeed on the stock market. Not by day trading, not by trying to do quick short sales, right? Not by trying to flip and time the market, right? You hop in, you invest, and you hold. That is what we cover here, and that is what you will learn to succeed at if you subscribe to this channel. So thank you and have a great day.